No2. Evening, everyone. Welcome back again. Here I am, another week, and show number 2. I can't get my lighting right tonight. I think it's so sunny at the back of me. So, yeah. But I've got another show for you tonight. And again, I'd just like to say thank you for all joining me last week. Everyone who watched the show back, I'm absolutely flabbergasted by the amount of positive comments I got. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For me, it's something that I've been wanting to do and share my knowledge, on a platform for a long time. I used to do it in the NHS, as I told you all last week, but now it's just here with you guys. So wasn't last night's show great? It was a really good show on Raconteurs News. So let's have a look at some of the comments. But before I get started, I have to do some legal stuff and make a health statement and just say that I'm not a doctor. This is just information purposes, and this is for entertainment reasons only. So there's my health statement. But hello to everyone. Now let's just go to the chat. I'm going to try and be a bit slower this evening. I've actually been really efficient. Look at this. Look, I've got notes. Look, yeah, notes. Yeah. Incredible, isn't it? So I'm getting used to talking to myself now, and I've got more water tonight. So I'm going to have a look in the chat. Let's go to the chat, the comments, and let's start from the top and do some hellos. So first of all, we've got Jerry. We'll join a bit late. Needs to walk the dog. I don't know if that's a euphemism, Jerry. Okay. And hello, Miss Blue Sky. Good evening, Kitty 21. And who else have we got? We've got Graham Roberts. Evening, Jay. I'm sorry, Graham, to disappoint you, but you are a Roberts and I'm a Robert. So there we are. So good evening to you, Graham. I'm sorry if I've disappointed you, but this is the Raconteurs Health Freedom Show. And yeah, there you go. Thought it was you playing the piano. Yeah, it was me playing the piano. Yeah, it was. Who else have we got here? Spanish. Good evening, Spanish, you shagger. Yes, evening, shaggers. Evening to you. And Amanda is in the house as well. Hello, Amanda. And Eon of Osiris. I'm here. Hello, guys. Wow, that's a great name, isn't it? You know, that really is. Let's just look at that. Look. Eon of Osiris. Look, I'm learning now. Look, I'm learning how to do this stuff because before, I was just, my first show, I was just trying to, oh, what do I do? How do I press this button? How do I press that button? And I kept drying out as well. But look at this, look, big pint of water tonight. Cheers, everyone. What are you all drinking tonight? What have you had for your tea? I just had some Italian chicken that I defrosted that my partner made, and it was delicious. So let's have a look then. Oh, I think that's Jason as well. Evening, Rob, everyone. Jason's in the house. Say hello. Look, I'm going to show you. Look, see? There we go. Look, see? Look, Jason, I'm really getting the hang of this now. Yeah. So, and look, we can show some other comments here. Look, love the raccoons last night. I like Jimmy, but it can be too political for my brain. LOL. But there's something for everyone in the chat like last night. Yeah. Again, I thought it was a great show. Really, I love the way that, as I said, it went off into a left field, and I thought that was just great, and yeah, it's just nice for it to do something different like that, so that we just don't. It's just not the same. Political stuff's great, but it can be a bit depressing. So what can you do? What can you do? So let's have a look. Any more? Let's see this. You sounded beautiful and loving the music. How did you learn to play the piano? Well, I actually taught myself to play the piano by literally playing keyboard, like learning ABC, like I showed at the back last week. So I can't read music, and I understand the structure of a song. And that's how I just learnt my tunes. I've got about half a dozen tunes, so I've got to bore you guys with another at least four tunes yet. So, and some of them are they're all a bit short, so I just like doing them like that. They're not too they're not too difficult to play, and they're quite easy to listen to. I can't play very fast, so my tunes tend to be at a certain tempo. But I am working on a faster tune, but it takes time. It really takes time. But I'm very pleased about my progress of learning piano. Piano for me, and again, this fits in with health. Piano for me was a really great way in lockdown of dealing with my own personal mental health. No one could have imagined what lockdown would be like. We all had our individual stories and feelings about it and how it affected us. And yeah, lockdown was I mean, apart from it was some of the most amazing weather, wasn't it? It really was. Where's Nubin? I've just got to take that down. Let's have a look. Let's hide that. Yeah. Apart from it being the most amazing weather, I remember working in the garden and learning the piano and or teaching myself, because we just went and bought this second-hand piano. And the reason I was able to buy it was because I used to sell pianos and knew a lot about pianos. So we just we went and bought this 6-octave piano for 200 quid. And yeah, it's brilliant. It fits into a house perfectly. What other comments have we got coming here? Bandit Buster says, chopsticks, please. Oh, Bandit Buster. We used to have so many people coming in and playing bloody chopsticks. It used to get on your nerves. It really did. Now, so Eon of Osiris, I'm going to show this. So it refers to the Egyptian deity Osiris. He resembles Kundalini in ancient Kemet. I think I said that right. I hope so. Well, that sounds all interesting. I know about Osiris. That's the whole eye thing, isn't it? So yeah, I'm fascinated with all of that. Again, where they have to learn how to translate all the writings on the wall, etc. Some people have said they've translated them correct. Some said they've translated them different. I'm very much into the whole Tartarian thing and free energy. And I think some of the stuff that you saw in the pyramids and stuff, referred to free energy machines when they're holding some of the things. It looked like it was. So fascinating. Fascinating. You eating Chinese Bandit? Right, okay. Nubian, on and off, still cooking dinner. Yeah, okay. Amanda said this. Amanda said, okay, look, here you go. Tell them you literally write them and store them in your own head. Yeah, I do. Because I can't write music and I can't read music. So I literally just, I make it up and then just keep trying to remember it on the few opportunities I go to my partner's house and play the piano. So yeah, there you go. That's what I do. So there you go. So I've done the health statement. Oh, I want to start with this. Now, where is it? Let me have a look. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Let's have a look. Is it on here? No, it's not there. Okay, is it on my Word document? Let me have a look. Yeah, there's that one. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, actually, I won't, because then otherwise you'll see it. So I'm going to read it to you. So what's the difference between a piano and a fish? You've got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. More terrible jokes later. Yes, I am a bit of a joker, and yeah, I've got some terrible jokes to tell you later as well. Let's just reduce those. Let's reduce that and find out where I am now. Hang on 1 second. I've got to go back to the camera. There I am. Let's see. What do you think of that? What do you think of that terrible joke, Jimmy Hagan? Oh well. Oh, Jimmy, you liked it. Oh, good. Oh, groan. Rex. No. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. No idea. Scales. Yeah. Well, it's a terrible joke, wasn't it? It really was a terrible joke. But I'll share something with you. I am an April Fool. So there you go. I was born on April the 1st, and I've been a joker most of my life. So that's why I'm here. So I said hello to everyone, and hello to all the replayers. To everyone who watches that's not able to watch. I saw that one of the previous people that I used to see in the chat a lot recently made a comment last week. So thank you for that. And again, thank you for everyone who's watching back the show. Please look at the comments and what people are writing and try and interact with it. If you want to add a note at the bottom of it, of the show, when it's finished, please do so. I mean, I'm going to go over a review of last week's show, literally just to help people remember what we discussed last week and some of the things that we went through. It also uses up a lot of time. We like that. So review of last week's show and some points made. All right. So again, welcome everyone. So I say, calm down. The windy pops are playing with the curtains. First of all, we've talked about inositol. Okay, remember that, guys. I actually take inositol myself, and it's great for men. It's great for women. It's good for blood sugar control. But if you want to look it up, what I'm going to try and do is put some links. I was trying to do it today to put the links in the show, but what I'll do is I'll maybe add them at the end of the show, so that I can any like hyperlinks and things like that people can just click on. So that was a inositol that we talked about. We also talked about distilled water. I've got my own personal distiller over in the corner there, and if you can look here, that's where I store my water. See there, just by the curtains. That's my water thing, and there's my distiller right in the corner, along with my lovely air fryer, which, oh my God, I must talk about air fryer. We've been growing courgettes and did the most amazing thing. I air fried courgettes. First of all, I air fried my own potatoes chop them up, wipe them with some healthy oil. It's called healthy oil, but some people might say it's not very healthy. But I try and use as little oil as possible. Some people can use you could use olive oil, I suppose, but it depends on what sort of taste you want. So I chopped up, made my chips, brushed them, some salt, pepper, in the air fryer. 15 minutes makes the most amazing chips. Decided to add a courgette, sliced the courgette in half, brushed that with the oil, and oh my God, it was the most amazing thing. It really was. I absolutely loved it. You've got to try air fried courgette. I mean, the best courgettes are your own courgettes, but go and get some courgettes from the shop. They're not very expensive. They must be good for you and healthy for you because they're green, and they must contain a lot of nutrition. But again, if you're getting it from the shop, they've probably been bombarded with pesticides. So the thing I would recommend that you just get, like what I do with all my fruit and my veg, just to remind people, is if I get some apples, like I got some apples this week, I'll just show you some green apples here. Oh, I'll show you some of my tomatoes as well. So I've got some green apples here, and I've got some bicarbonate of soda. You can do it with apple cider vinegar. We did talk about this last week. I just filled it up with some distilled water, a good tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda, and that will get most of the pesticides off of the fruit and the veg. So that's a little tip for you. And here's some of my lovely carrots that I made. Look at these lovely. They taste absolutely amazing, like no other carrots. You growing your own carrots is just amazing. And some lovely different types of tomatoes here. Here's one I prepared earlier. Look, there you go. Look at that juicy baby. That is absolutely beautiful. Again, air fried or just lightly fried in the frying pan. But there you go. That's some of my fruit and veg. I've been very boring on talking about that. I also talked last week about making your own vitamins, and I showed my capsule machine. And I emphasize there that it's the most important thing to try and make some small changes to your health. And one of the best ways is just to take some vitamins, preferably ones without fillers in, that will that have got a lot of baking or caking agents and things like that. That's why I go for buying just my own capsules and filling them myself with my little capsule making machine. It really wasn't expensive. The initial outlay of the capsule machine, 20 quid. Buying a bag of 1,000 capsules or something like that was about 18 quid. So I mean that's 1,000 capsules, and it's really, really simple to do. Honestly, I'm not very good like with small fiddly things, but even I can do that. I sent Jimmy O a video of me making some tablets once, and it does look rather dodgy when you're scraping white powder, etc. So yeah, I encourage you all to try and make your own capsules, or just buy the ones that have got the least amount of fillers. If you look online, I don't like Amazon, but whatever. If you look online, you can find capsules or vitamins that have got the least amount of fillers in. So try and avoid cheap capsules. Just look on the ingredients, and it will just avoid anything that's got like bulking agents in, because that's what they're trying to do. Okay, it's just to bulk it up a bit. Now, someone asked also about last week milk thistle, and I actually did some research on it. Okay, and let me just share my screen with you and show you what I found out. Let's have a look. So window, where is it? There we go. Okay, so So yeah, 7 science-based benefits of milk thistle. Milk thistle protects your liver, and I've got a little update about. Remember, we talked about the liver story. A member of my family was unfortunately, it looks pretty certain now, got damaged by being given a medication. I forget the name of it now. Sorry, I think I probably made a note of it somewhere. But anyway, yeah, they got damaged by a medication, and they're now out of hospital. I can say, but they've been told that they can't ever drink. You know, I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing, I guess, but yeah. So they're on the mend, which is great news. It may help prevent age-related decline in brain function. Well, we could all do that, especially Dinny. Milk thistle could protect your bones as well. It may improve cancer treatment. I'm not a great lover of any sort of cancer treatment unless it's with something that's maybe plant-based, if you see what I mean. But for legal reasons, we have to be careful. It can boost breast milk production. Ladies, that's got to be the best thing, hasn't it? You know, boosting breast milk production, because there's that artificial milk at the moment is completely run out, and we know what's happening to food production around the world at the moment. It's just grinding to a complete halt. It could help treat acne as well. Milk thistle can lower blood sugar levels for people with diabetes. So again, that then goes back to the inositol as well. Inositol does that, helps you with your blood sugar levels. Remember, most diabetic people are given metformin, which is a drug to control their diabetes. And the bottom line, milk thistle is a safe supplement that shows potential as a complementary therapy for various conditions, including liver disease, cancer, and diabetes. However, many of the studies are small and have methodological flaws, which makes it difficult to give firm guidance on this supplement or confirm its effects. Overall, more high-quality research is needed to define the doses and clinical effects of this fascinating herb. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Let's now stop sharing that. Let's go back to you guys. Here I am. Oh, there I am. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so that was that's what we talked about, milk thistle, and we also talked about eye supplements. Okay, so lutein and bilberry, and the other thing that they put in it. Let me go and have a quick look. Lutein, bilberry, and zeaxanthin. So again, I'm just going to quickly show you that. Okay, this is my choice. I take this every day, lutein, bilberry, and zeaxanthin. Okay, great for your eyes. Okay, sister takes that. She's got a little bit of glaucoma. Glaucoma is pressure in the back of the eyes, and it's not very nice. It can lead to blindness, glaucoma. So you've got to try and keep your eyes as healthy as possible. If you smoke, it's not great. Your eyes need a lot of oxygen. So I'm glad to say I don't smoke. We talked about minerals missing from the land as well. Jimmy conferred with me, or he agreed with me that there is a lot of minerals missing from the land, you know, and that's why it's difficult, and probably why we're all a bit sick, because we're all mineral and vitamin deficient. And that's why things like, even though they tell us to eat less salt, things like pink salt, pink Himalayan salt, is really good for you because it contains 84 trace minerals. And the difference between that salt and sea salt is that the pink Himalayan salt comes from caves. So it's not been chemtrailed, it's not been plastified, because that's what we're dealing with in the world now, where a lot of pollution, etc., etc. We also talked about vitamin C and the different types of vitamin C as well. So I take sodium ascorbate, You know, there's lots of different types of vitamin C, but try and get vitamin C into your body every day. It's such an essential vitamin. You can't get enough vitamin C into your body from fruit and vegetables, I would say, alone. For me, more is more, and you need plenty of it, because, and yes, you will get rid of it, you will weed it out, but it's really hard. I mean, one of the things that, you know why they called us limeys? The Americans used to call us limeys because apparently when we went over on the boats, people used to die of scurvy and get scurvy. And scurvy is it's a form of lack of vitamin C. So they had worked it out, and they then realized that if they suck on limes, they had lots of vitamin C in them. And that's why people then stopped dying at sea of scurvy, and that's why we got the name limeys. Useless piece of information for you there, coming from Health Freedom UK. So there you are. We touched on vitamin D as well. I used the spray form, sublingual, whatever you want to call it. I can never say that. We also talked about coconut oil as well. Coconut oil is just a great essential fatty acid. It's just, I'm gonna do more on coconut oil. I absolutely love coconut oil. Coconut oil also goes into my personal salve that I make, and I use the best form, the raw cold pressed organic coconut oil. And I can't talk about it enough. I think it's an amazing product. So we will talk more about coconut oil in the future. And we also talked about apple cider vinegar for your health, for your gut health. Okay, so you know, it's really good for your digestion. Apple cider vinegar. I try and have it in between meals. There's prebiotics, there's probiotics. I'm going to do a bit more research and bring that back to you. Clive DeCarl, who's been on the Raccoons, he's spoken a lot about, and he knows a lot about gut health. Maybe one day I can interview Clive DeCarl. Wouldn't that be great? But yeah, so now I was talking about the liver. There we go. Yeah, I have got it. I was really efficient. I did write it down. So, but before I go there, I was also mentioned last week the niacinamide. Niacinamide is vitamin B3. Vitamin B3. Niacinamide for your mental health and well-being. Okay, and lots of other reasons as well. And go to dryourself.com. Again, I'm going to post a link after the show at the bottom of the show to. As a hyperlink, so people can then eventually come back, or maybe it'll be in the show when I do it at the start. I'll try and do that in the future. I'm still new to this and trying to learn how to do all of this stuff. So flucloxacillin, that was the antibiotic that was given by the doctor, and it's now been confirmed that it was the flucloxacillin that damaged the liver. So again, and I made the point last week, you know, don't believe everything doctors tell you. As Jimmy told us, I think it was last night, 6 doctors now recently have died in Canada, and they were quite young doctors, and they all had one thing in common. And you know what that was? They listened to their own advice and took the vaccines. So I would always say, I mean, again, this person, she went, you know, it was for an eye problem. Maybe she didn't think about me, that I wasn't a former eye specialist and things. So, you know, it's one of those things. But I would always say, you know, for something as basic as an eye problem, you know, start by some warm salted water, you know, and bathe it 3 or 4 times a day if you can, you know, and or make your first port of call to a pharmacist. I think pharmacists are much more knowledgeable than doctors. I really do. So yeah, time for a drink. Quick drink. Cheers, everyone. I hope you're not drinking any alcohol, or we wouldn't want that, would we now? Mm. Okay. Nin last week, I don't know if Nin's in tonight. I'm going to have a look in the thing, but Nin last week mentioned an oxygen concentrator. Let me see if I can just find this, because I did have the link up about it. There it is. Yeah. Right. So I'm just going to come back to you guys, and I'm going to now share my screen again. Okay. Okay. Share screen. There we are. Let's go to there. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So I'm going to share that. So there we go. This is the oxygen concentrator that Nin was talking about. And you can see down here, they start from about £265. I personally don't know much about these things. Okay. What I do know is that oxygen is amazing for your body. I know everything needs oxygen. Trees give out oxygen. And funny enough, they need carbon dioxide. Funny that, isn't it? And they're trying to everything trying to be carbon neutral, and we need carbon dioxide. We are carbon, aren't we? So I'm going to post this hyperlink to these oxygen machines that Nin was talking about last week. So this says it's $265. You can get them on Amazon as well. Like I said, I don't know much about them, but if people want to know more about them, then I might try and do a chat about them and learn a bit more about them. So that's that. Let's now stop sharing that. Let's go back to you guys. Oh, there I am. I'm back again. And so that was that. Okay. There was some chat about hair problems last night. Also, my sister, I said on the Raccoons last night, my sister, she's probably in the chat here, but she was having some problems with her hair, and she went to see her nail technician, and the nail technician confirmed that she's just seen a spate of people women complaining about their hair falling out. Now, my sister chose to have the vaccines. She's only had 2, but she's not having any more. But it would appear that it could be linked. We don't know, but it's the nail technician says she's never heard so many people talking about it. What's good for hair loss? Collagen. You can get things called collagen gold. It's too late for me. I know. I only discovered collagen far too late. I know I'm only 25, but I lost my hair at 6. Yeah, I know, sad. Yeah, collagen's very good. Coconut oil. Would some people like to put some castor oil? Castor oil is very good for your hair as well. Maybe someone would like to put something in the chat to maybe give some hair tips for the ladies and for us men as well. There was an old story my mum used to tell me that cow's lick used to help your hair grow. Can you imagine going up to the cow in the field and excuse me, Mr. Cow or Mrs. Cow, can you give me a hair lick, please? Thank you very much. That's lovely. Excellent. Thank you. That'll help my hair grow. So yeah, let's now. So whilst I'm here, and we've already done 35 minutes. What the hell is that all about? I don't know if I'm going to do the full 2 hours, but I'll do everything that I've got written here. I'm going to have a look in the chat again, and let's just see what people have been saying. If you like the show, please hit the like button. I'm getting really used to all this stuff now, so please like the show and hit the like button if you're appreciating the content. It does help the Raccoons, maybe get some new people. I only discovered Raconteurs news in lockdown, and it really helped me. So let's go and let's see, where are we now? It's 8:35. I've been chatting for quite some time. Let's go back up to some of these comments here. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. Bandit. Oh, right. Okay, hang on. This one's chicken. Let's. Right. Okay. So. Spanish chicken. I like this. There we go. I'll let you read this. Okay. So, any people I've missed here again? Oh, I've got Rex in now, so I'm going to say hello to Rex. Hello, Rex. Welcome aboard. No, I think I said hello to Jimmy. He jumped in. Let's show this comment here. Ours represent the pineal gland, which is the third eye, hence why it looks very similar to it. There you go. That was that one that were the chat earlier. Bandit Buster, what we got here? Isn't that the same with the red heart chili peppers? Songs just seem to come to them. Yep. Okay. Yeah, hi Bandit Buster, if I haven't already said hello to you. Jimmy, Amanda groan. Oh, that was probably to do with my joke. I do apologize. Spanish chicken, we've done that. Yeah, we just did that joke. Don't have Telegram. No, not everyone has Telegram. I appreciate that. I'm going to get my website up and running again. I did have a Health Freedom website. I actually own healthfreedom.co.uk, and I just need to get my son to pull his finger out of his ass. If you're watching, Matt, hint, hint. What else have we got? Can you use lard? Said Jason. Miss Blue Sky, yes, chicken, do love Dinny and the same you and Dins. Courgettes, yes, yeah. Oh, tiny carrots and big balls. Thank you, Miss Blue Sky. Cyrus, any thoughts about doing a podcast on Spotify? Never thought of it, Cyrus, to be honest with you. I've not ever looked into it, but thank you for that. If you think I'm good enough, yeah, it might be great. I used to be a DJ, so some people say I've got quite a DJ voice. Hello, my name's Rob DJ. What else have we got? Now Spanish chicken. What's the capsule made of, Robert? It's a vegetarian one, mate. I always buy the vegetarian ones, so Muslims can use them. So again, they're easy. Jimmy says nothing worse than legal drug drug dealers cutting the product. I like that, dickers. Yeah, calcium, said Kitty. And we've got Miss Blue Sky. Never tried milk thistle myself, but sounds great that it helps with age decline symptoms. Wonder if it tastes nice. I doubt it. I've got some digestion herbs for you later, you lovely, lucky people. Please hit the like button if you like the show. Okay, please do. And Amanda said flucloxacillin. She reminded me I only needed to look into the chat and it would have been written there. So thank you for that, Amanda. Jimmy says this, with all the sterile women about to become supposed lactating, milk won't be a major issue anymore. Harsh, Jimmy, harsh. And Jimmy also said, wow, I didn't know that about the salts. I really enjoy a glass of warm water with a bit of pink salt. must do it more often. There you go. Yeah, 84 trace minerals. And what Jimmy's doing there is literally making a water salt. So he's putting a pinch of salt into the water, and he's getting 84 trace minerals out of that. So well done to you, Jimmy. Very good. Not everyone likes that, but yeah, I personally think it's a great thing. Bandit Buster, apparently rowan tree berries were used to give to sailors before the Navy used limes. There you go. Rowan tree berries, again, full of vitamin C. So yeah, there you go. Another tip. Thank you for that, Bandit Buster. Thank you. Is it possible to make a nice jelly from rowan berries, Bandit? They taste lovely. So, let's see what he says. Not keen. Bandit Buster says not keen, mate, but open to new trials. There you go. Rex, incline your bed. It's free. Yes, Rex, I love that. I've heard a lot about that. That inclining your bed is better for you to sleep. I was talking to my partner the other day about this, and I think I'm going to put a couple of books at the top end if I'm not wrong. Apparently, it's better for your health, and maybe I can get some information, Rex, on that, and we can talk about it. I will go over the show again, and we'll just cover some points. I won't be here next week. I'm trying to do a show every 2 weeks, so I'm not going to be here next week, which is why I've done my second show in the second week. I'm actually going camping down in Dorset next week. So, right, let's have a look here. I'm having a pint here too, Spanish. Oh yeah, Spanish and Jimmy Jimmy, you're always having a pint. We see you drinking. Clink, chink, chink, Jimmy and Spanish. Oh, you boys. Right. Spanish says, we are carbon. They want to get to net zero. Lol, fuck them. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Kitty says, which are getting ill. We're all getting ill from the chemtrails, and the trees are getting ill from the chemtrails. I would agree with that. And here he is, the Wigan Joker himself, the man I first appeared on the wonderful. He did a special on me actually for his own private audience. Don't mention the V word, Robert, and don't mention the. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Right. So, and Jimmy says, hair falling out. That is mad. One thing I can think of that causes hair loss is radiation poisoning. Absolutely. A lot of 5G, Jimmy, being switched on right now. So we don't know if it's linked to that as well. We really don't know. Yeah. Spanish Chicken says collagen is good for your skin. Absolutely. And Nubian, I like this. Now, yeah, I'm a big believer in this Nubian bone broth. Absolutely amazing for your health, bone broth. If you get ill, the best thing is to slowly cook up a chicken as slow as you can and get some, chicken soup. Uni will love this. My mum used to work for a Jewish family, and they would call it I forget what they would call it now. Something to do with the remedy for everything. But yeah, they would cook up this soup, and they would swear by it. It's meant to be really, 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 really good for you. And so my mum used to help make that as well. And bone broth is great for your bones. I don't believe that we can't fix cartilage problems and things like that. I think that cartilage actually feeds cartilage, etc. So again, I'm not a doctor, and this is just for information and entertainment purposes. So there we are. Let's hide that again. Everyone's saying hello to Wigan. Hello, Jimmy. We can see your bald patch. Thanks, Miss Blue Sky. I didn't try to hide it. I know it's just a solar panel for a sex machine. Yeah. And Spanish makes a very good point here. You produce less collagen as you age. Absolutely right. Yeah, and elastin, which is again linked to why we need vitamin C and zinc as well. Zinc we get out of vegetables as well, so you can get vitamin C and zinc. That'd be great. Raconteurs news. This is the 600th RN show. Jason has just said, "Wow, that's amazing." And why would it have to be 6? Not the 666, but at least it was the 600th show. Absolutely. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, Raconteurs News. Happy birthday to us. Well done, Jason. You've survived, everyone. People normally, go a bit mad. I suppose me and Jimmy are next to go mad because apparently everyone that works with you eventually leaves. I don't know what that says about you, but it's a bit worrying. Spanish saying happy birthday. How freaky, says Miss Blue Sky. Congrats, says Nubin. Jimmy, yeah, Jay, nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so here we go. Oh, this is a new name. Paul Green. Any opinion on the benefits or otherwise of avocados? Yeah, just eat them. They're amazing. They're really good, healthy fat as far as I'm concerned. I try and eat avocados every week if I can. But yeah, they're really, really healthy. I'll come back next time because I'll replay and maybe give you some health benefits of avocados. So that'll encourage you, Paul, to watch. Or I'm sure you're welcome to go and find the information yourself. Jimmy says, how much is a pinch of salt? Very good. Yes. And what else have we got? Or lick someone else's armpits. I don't know what that's all about. Wiggins says, get your ass out, your tongue out of my arse, Robert. You should be so fucking lucky. And Jewish penicillin. Thank you, Paul Green. You saved me. You saved me, sir. Paul Green saved me. There you go. Yeah, I think we should have maybe Jason should Jason's have a celebration show and bring in some of the most loved guests from the past, or put a compilation together of we could snip bits out and do a celebration show. It doesn't have to be live. It can just be like little bits, that he thinks were particularly good. Maybe some of mine. Here we got here. When I worked as a wildlife ranger, the birds used to go crazy for old avocados. There you go. Okay. Is that the ones with wings or the ones in bikinis, Bandit Buster? Terrible joke. Sorry about that. Right. So where are we? So again, let me have a drink. Cheers, everyone. Hello to anyone who's watching on Facebook as well. I don't know if anyone is watching on Facebook, but hello to anyone who's watching on Facebook. And we're also on Twitter as well. I managed to remember to do that this week. So where were we? So I was going to talk about also tonight German New Medicine. Now, Wi-Fi Man, who I don't believe's in the house tonight, as the saying goes, said that they knew a top German New Medicine chappie or doctor or whatever So I just wanted to talk to you about German New Medicine. Most people haven't heard about it. German New Medicine is something that is to do with emotional trauma that makes you ill. So I'm going to refer, because what I try and like to do with here for legal reasons and everything is to try and pull out articles and things that's available on the mainstream. Okay, so we're going to go to Wikipedia because that's got to be true, hasn't it? Yeah, Wikipedia's got to be accurate. Let's have a look. There we are. Right, so I'm going to now go back and I'm going to share my screen with you guys, okay? Where am I? Okay. So let's share screen. There we go. Window and where is it? Where is it? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Chrome tab. Ah, there we go. Wikipedia. Okay. Share. Okay, so Germanic. This is from Wikipedia. I'm going to ignore this first bit. Okay, up here. Okay, but so basically, there's laws in Germanic New Medicine, and this will sort of hopefully explain it to you, rather than me trying to just blurt it out. Okay, so severe diseases originate from a shock event, which is experienced by the individual as very difficult, highly acute, dramatic, and isolating. The shock's psychological conflict content determines the location of the appearance of a focus of activity in the brain that can be seen in a CT scan as a set of concentric rings called hammer foci, which correspond to the location of the disease in the body. The subsequent development of the conflict determines the development of both the brain focus and the disease. So if you didn't maybe try and make that in easy terms, basically, if you have something dramatic happens to you, right, it's called a conflict, and it leaves a marker in a part of your brain. And your brain is obviously associated with different parts of organs in your body. And so this conflict that you've had will then leave a marker in a particular part of the brain. Now, maybe we can go on a bit further in that. And maybe there's someone in the chat as well that knows a bit about this. Let me just turn my speakers down because I keep getting. Let me just turn that down. There we go. So some people may know about German New Medicine. So if you do know a little bit about it, please talk about it. Second law: a patient who has not solved their conflict, okay, so their trauma, is in the first active conflict phase, where the sympathetic nervous system, because you have two nervous systems. You have your nervous system. You have your parasympathetic nervous system as well. Okay, predominates, and which manifests as a cold disease accompanied by cold skin and extremities stress, weight loss, and sleep disorders. If they manage to resolve the conflict, they enter a second post-resolution healing phase in which the parasympathetic nervous system predominates, commonly diagnosed as a separate warm disease. This second phase is the one that usually entails more risks, and a complete cure only comes upon its completion. In some circumstances, not solving the conflict but downgrading it to a reasonably livable level may be preferable to facing the second phase. Okay. So the third law is called ontogenic system of disease. And the German New Medicine proponent, Hammer, proposes that disease progression is primarily controlled by the brain, either by the old brain, brainstem and cerebrum, or the new brain, cerebrum. The old brain controls more primitive processes having to do with basic survival, such as breathing, eating, reproduction, whereas the new brain manages more advanced personal and social issues, such as territorial conflicts. Where are we here? Separation conflicts and self-devaluation and identity conflicts. His research is tied to the science of embryology because he links the type of disease progression with whether involving tissue augmentation, tumor growth, tissue loss, necrosis, ulcerization, or functional impairment with the embryonic germ layer, endoderm, mesoderm, or ectoderm. I don't know a lot of those, but I'm not a doctor. For legal reasons, I've got to say that. From which both the organ tissues and the corresponding brain regions originate. Conflicts which have their focus either in the brainstem, which controls body tissues that derive from the endoderm, or the cerebrum, which controls tissues that derive from the mesoderm, show cell multiplication in the conflict active phase, okay, resulting tumors in the healing phase. Cerebrum directed conflicts show either cell decrease or function impairment or interruption in the active phase. So fourth law, I'm going to try and cut these down. Microbes do not cause disease, but are used by the body, coordinated by the brain to optimize the healing phase, provided that that the required microbes are available when needed. Fungi and microbacteria work on tissues that originated in the endoderm, as well as on some of the tissues originating in the mesoderm. Bacteria work on all mesoderm-derived tissues. Viruses is getting very difficult to keep up. I don't know about everyone else. Hammer maintains these microbes, rather than being antagonistic to the body, actually perform a necessary role in healing, and that some of the interventions of conventional medicine are counterproductive by interfering with these natural processes. And we're nearly there. Fifth law, the conflict active phase and the healing phase of disease, as described above, constitute special meaningful programs of nature developed during the evolution of the species to allow organisms to override everyday functioning in order to deal with particular emergency situations. Therefore, according to Hammer, no real disease exists. Rather, what established medicine calls a disease. Let's just think about that word, dis-ease. Your body is in dis-ease. Yeah, you can think in dis-ease. Okay, so what we call disease is actually a special, meaningful program of nature, of which bacteria, viruses, and fungi belong. Hammer's GNM claims to German New Medicine claims explain every disease and treatment according to those premises, and to thereby obviate traditional medicine. The cure is always the resolving of the conflict. Some treatments, like chemotherapy or pain-relieving drugs like morphine, are deadly, according to Hammer. Again, just his opinion. These laws are dogmas of German New Medicine, not laws of natural medicine, and are at odds with scientific understanding of human psychology. So let me come back to you guys. Let's stop. Let me come back. Let me just bring that back. Okay, let's go back here. Where are we there? Okay, stop sharing. There we are, and I'm back again. Okay, so I hope you was able to keep up with that. Basically, so the only way I can describe it is things like, so if a woman maybe was to lose her child whilst she, the baby was young, okay, and she was about to start breastfeeding, let's say, and the child dies shortly after birth, okay, and let's say this mother was looking forward to raising her child, naturally, and giving it breast milk and etc. etc. Okay, so that conflict and that shock to her of losing the child could then leave a marker on her brain where which works with the breast milk, and that in turn could then turn into a tumor and a growth. So where she's really upset with losing the child, and that was the conflict, and not able then to breastfeed her child, and understandably not able to get over it in a short time, there may be a tumor that grows in her breast. Okay, and again, leaves a ring mark in a particular part of the brain. So what could then happen is, so the mother could then go to a doctor, and then she could be worried about that she's got a tumor, she's got a lump come up in her breast, okay, and then she could go to the doctor, and then the doctor would then maybe turn around and say, okay, I'm going to send you for a for a scan, a breast scan, because I'm worried about that growth there, and she could then go and have a scan, which is radiation treatment. Okay, and radiation treatment, as we all know, radiation is not good. It can make us ill and things like that. So again, that could make things worse. It could make and then let's say the results come back and they say, yes, you have got something there, and then again that creates another trauma in that person's life, and then it just keeps going on and on and on. And so what German New Medicine is about, it's about saying, it's recognizing it's your mind and body is at dis-ease, and sometimes I'm not a doctor, and I'm not advocating people shouldn't go and take doctor's advice, etc., or go for important medical opinions. But the German New Medicine advocates that then this could possibly resolve itself if we were able to sort it out. I've got my mum on the phone. I've got to take this. This is going to be great. Hang on. Hello, Mum.
Hello, Ron.
How are you, darling?
It's just a quick one, my love. Just to let you know that Peyton just phoned on my house phone.
Oh, that's lovely, Mum.
No, it's not lovely. I don't want to know.
Yeah, but Mum, listen. Can I call you back? Because I'm just on video at the moment. So.
Okay, darling. Speak to you later.
Yeah, just say Mum. Can you just do me a favour? Can you just say hello to everyone? Just say hello.
Hello.
Thanks, Mum. That was great.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Classic. Love you, Mum. Bye bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye bye. Bye. That's just great. I love my mum. I talk to my mum every day. My mum is 87. She's fully vaxxed up, but she's still here, and she still annoys me, and I love her. And that's why I'm as crazy as I am. And she did exactly the same thing when I did a video for Jimmy O. And I actually, do you know what? This is mad. Honestly, right? I think we manifest some of the things that we want, isn't it? Because I'm sure I said to someone earlier, I'd love it if my mum rang, I mean, she was ringing about something that's in the family, etc. I'm not going to go into details, and that's why I stopped her there. I thought she was just ringing just to say hello, but I actually did want her to ring, and I wanted her to say hello to all of you lot. And so there we go. Isn't it amazing how the brain can manifest things to happen? It's just absolutely incredible. So back to German New Medicine. I hope that made some sense for you. I've got some links. I've also got yeah, I've got the learning GermanNewMedicine.com website as well that I'm going to post. So I'll post that link. I'll also post the wiki link. Please look it up if you're interested in it. I find it fascinating. I'm not a big germ theory believer. I've been around people that are ill, and I'll hug them and I'll kiss them. Not men, obviously, but I'm really not worried about being around people who are ill. I think that it's too easy, and I used to be this way as well. Like, for example, thinking that we can catch things, okay, that it's here. And I think that a lot of it comes from here, that, you go into that shock mode of, oh, they've got a cold. You're walking into the office and it's like, oh, no, you haven't got a cold, my colleague sitting next to me. Oh, don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Oh. And so therefore you're almost manifesting that yourself into your own body, because you're thinking about it, etc., etc. So yeah, that links in with germ theory and etc. Now I'm going to have a look in the chat. We're going to have a quick look in the chat, see what people have been saying about it. And let's take that off. Bandit Buster, I've been sitting there, and let's start looking down here. So where are we? Jerry says, how do all late in at, this is 8:49. Let's just show Jerry's little excuse here. How do all folks late in, just back from the fields? Lovely. I think that was walking the dog, wasn't it, Jerry? Yeah. Jimmy says, I use 2 products for antibiotics, and they are blue cheese and ginger root. I like that. That's brilliant. That's really, really good advice. I can't remember the last time I had antibiotics. I really can't. Let's go down then. I'm just going to let Miss Blue Sky say it. What can I say? Some hellos to Jerry, etc., etc. We've got Paul Green here. Richard D. Hall does a full interview on German New Medicine on his YouTube channel. Yes, Paul, I love a bit of Richard D. Hall. And yes, I do remember. And that is where the first time I heard about German New Medicine. So please go along. I'll try and maybe post a link to that if I can remember. Hang on. I'll just write a note here. Rich Hall link. I'll try and post that, and so that people can see that in the chat. What's Jerry? Someone said, just had my young lad hooked up to a German diagnostic machine, sends 13 hertz through the body, and then prints out results in 10 minutes. Oh, Jerry, that sounds very, very interesting. Can you give us any more details about that? That would be very, very, very interesting. He also says this, Dr. John Bergman speaks a lot on what I think is the same thing. Very interesting. Thank you. Bandit Buster, any thoughts on gong baths, Robert? They seem to be something in this frequency stuff. I've never heard of that. Bandit Buster, please enlighten me. Gong baths. I'm very much into frequencies, and I remember, was it Raymond Rife? And he came out with the frequency machine. And if I get time, I'm going to show you my Violet Ray machine that I purchased as well. I've been teasing you with it, but I might tease you a bit more. Please enlighten us, Bandit Buster, if you can. Jimmy says, is the parasympathetic nervous system also called the vagus nervous system? So when we breathe, Jimmy, when we do deep breathing, so you've got 2 nervous system, and when we do deep breathing, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And so how do we do deep breathing? You want to do it slowly and as deeply as you can. So in through the nostrils. And then slowly out through the mouth. And I've just activated my parasympathetic nervous system. Great for high blood pressure, or if you're a bit stuffed up, as in poo-poos, and you need to go and you can't go to the loo, try doing that when you're sitting on the loo and do some slow, deep breathing. It's really, really good for you. Jerry says, yeah, Spanish had gallbladder removed when 19 and never was right, but the diagnosis picked up high acid in the body and toxins. So he's now on tonic and a few different type drops, all herbal. Good. Excellent, Jerry. Excellent. Let's go down here. Kitty says this. If you have a problem with one part of your body, say like your ears, and you have ear problems, it's saying you don't want to listen to what someone is telling you. That could be a very good point. Yeah. So yeah, that could be German new medicine work in there. That you know, again, you know, maybe we don't. If you have an eye problem, maybe there's something you don't want to see, you know, etc. So I like that point. Let's have a look. Some other comments here. Allow Wiki. You explain it all better, Dr. Robert. Thanks, Miss Blue Sky. I try. But again, just trying to stick to some of the stuff that's officially out there. Bandit Buster says this. There is a magic mushroom talk doing the rounds soon. It is on at my local glee club. I don't know what the local glee club is, but there seems to be lots of nationwide venues for this talk, £15-ish. So yeah, some people have been microdosing mushrooms as well, and it's meant to be very good for your mental health. But again, I'm not advocating it. It's just what some people are talking about. Loving and healing thoughts, says New Being. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Rex says, sounds like a load of BS to me. Your opinion, Rex. We value everyone's opinion. This disease, Kitty says, and she asked me to explain it better. I think I've explained it better. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's one from Jerry. Trauma caused illness, like what they say, letting go or forgiving instead of carrying the load. I'm with you, Jerry. Yep. You know, my brother sadly passed. He had cancer. He was a very stressy guy, you know, and he used to carry a lot of stuff around with him, you know, emotional, I think, problems, and he's not with me anymore. God rest his soul, Jules. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's some just chat about walks and stuff like that. Rex says, sound like a lot of maybes to me. Yeah, again, your opinion. Osiris says, terrain theory over germ theory. Disease is from a weakened immune system. Yeah, I believe that when the seasons change as well, that our bodies react to the seasons, and all the crap food, the crap drink, the crap artificial stuff that we've been putting into our body, whether it's smoke, etc. It then comes out, and we then maybe get some disease at a certain. That's why we tend to get more ill as in the autumn, as we lose the sun as well, and we're getting less vitamin D. That's why it's important to have more vitamin D and zinc in the autumn and winter. So yeah, I like that. Thank you, Cyrus. What can we see here? Yeah, Jerry then goes on and says this: you can hold a 1 kilogram weight out straight, easy, but holding it for a long period, it gets heavier, like carrying emotional baggage. I'm with you, Jerry. I'm really with you there. Oh, hello to Jerry Cleveland. He says, hello, folks. Anyone missing that? Welcome, Jerry. Jimmy liked and says hello to my mum. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Don't forget, Jimmy's on Friday. Please jump on, support him. If I'm about, I might try and give you some emotional support, or even jump on and annoy you, Jimmy, if you need it. A lot of love going out for my mum here, which is great. Bandit Buster says never done Dorset. Let's have a look down here. Oh, let's have a drink whilst we're here. Please hit the like button. If you like the show, hit the like button. Sounds good for her age, Jeffrey. Yeah, she is, mate. She's really good for her age. Cornish lady. Came up to London when she was in her 20s. Still Cornish. Still sounds Cornish. And yeah, still giving me, my sister, and my brother lots of love and laughs. Oh, goodness me, the windy pops is doing it again, and something's fallen off my window. Spanish and Bandit are having a little chat going on there. You can't beat nature. Love it. Cyrus again. Our own minds construct reality as we see it, which is how we can convince ourselves of symptoms. Couldn't agree with you more. Jimmy. Okay, so Jimmy says this. Well, I'm not convinced about germ theory or terrain theory. I'm working on possibly both are unproven and still go out, try get infected with whatever is doing the rounds. Jimmy, I would say look into Spanish flu and what happened with the Spanish flu. First of all, the Spanish flu, here's some facts, was never mentioned until 2010. Now, have they placed Spanish flu, okay, in history from 2010 to start making us talk about flu? Okay, so that's the first thing. Why weren't we taught it in school? Millions of people died and we didn't get taught it in school, from the First World War. Everything that I've seen, Jimmy, is that it's come out. It was vaccines again that contributed, and they gave it to army people. Please look it up yourself. Maybe I'll do something about it as well. So there you go. Bandit Buster. The worst holiday. Oh, so they're talking about holidays there. Kitty says, ginger, my son and I always eat ginger now. Good. Dr. Ham, a Wi-Fi man. Thank you. Wi-Fi man's in. It was Wi-Fi man that said that they knew someone who specialized in it. This is just bringing me on to a point, actually, that I'd like that there. Anyone that feels that they've got a lot of knowledge, right, and you'd like to talk about it, and maybe you're a bit shy or whatever, we can set up an interview. It doesn't have to be live. I'm quite happy to do like a recording with you guys, with whoever you are, off live, and then we can broadcast it. You don't even have to show your face. You can just be a voice, and you can have a little cat up or whatever. You can be a little doggy. You can be a cow. You can be a sheep. You can be a dragon like me. So yeah, if you've got some knowledge like Wi-Fi man here, maybe and there's a few other people. Mia Media Mogul, I think it was, seems very knowledgeable as well. So again, anyone like that, please contact me, or contact Jason. And let's have a look. I just want to see this. Where is it? Where are we? I just want to post this. Brand banners. There we are. So yeah, you can either contact us here, and there's also my Telegram. You can contact me here, which is Health Freedom UK on Telegram. And if you don't want to do Telegram because you haven't got Telegram, which again, not everyone has, Dinny included. Thanks, Dinny, for joining us tonight. Where the fuck are you? You're going to get detention for that. Or you can contact me here. And this, there we are, this one. So let's just, there we go. cbd-salve@hotmail.com. Let me just take this opportunity to promote myself. My partner's best friend this is not bullshit. My partner's best friend contacted her today, and just as she was about to leave the conversation, she said, "Oh, by the way, just before you go, has Robert got any more of that salve? Because it's worked amazing on my dodgy knee." Speaks for itself. So if you're interested and you want to buy a pot of my salve, it's a CBD salve, please contact me at cbd-salve@hotmail.com. Send me an email and I can just send you a link to a PayPal link, and then I'll post it up and send it out to you. Ask Jason. Jason's used it. Jimmy O, I don't know if he's still in the chat, or either of these guys are still in the chat. But there's a few people that have tried my salve and they swear by it, and I swear by it. My back's never been healthier. I used to lift pianos. I think I told you that, guys, that last week. I used to lift pianos for a living, and now, I used to suffer really badly with my back, and now I just put some of my salve on every day, and I don't get any back problems. But a good bed is also good for you, etc. So let's go back to these comments. What have I? Where have I highlighted? Wi-Fi man. Where are we? Wi-Fi. There we go. Let's just take that out. Okay. So back to the comments here. Spanish. Spanish chicken. Countryside. Wi-Fi man. Wim Hof style. Is that the guy that advocates cold water? Is that Wim Hof? Yeah, you jumping in cold water. Yeah, I saw someone that done that, and I think they'd had the treble top and had a heart attack and died at one of these places. So I'm not into cold water. I'm a fire sign. I do not like cold water. I really don't. A few people saying hello to Wi-Fi. There we go. Wi-Fi also says epigenetics is key. I think we need to talk about epigenetics. There was a guy called Dr. Joel Wallach. He wrote a book on epigenetics as well. Jeffrey Cleveland, teeth are first sign there's other bigger problems in body. I've got a problem with my teeth. I had my two front teeth smashed out when I was younger, when I was 19. Someone thought it was funny to come up to me with an empty bottle of wine at the place where I work and put some water in it, and went to throw water in my face, smashed my two front teeth. And I've had teeth trouble all my life. I'm now saving up to make my organic dentist very, very rich, to have some work done. So that's what I'm saving up. So you might see me smiling a bit more in the future. Let's have a look down here. Any more comments? Rex says, nice to hear your mum. Thank you, Rex. Thank you very much. Live without fear, says Wi-Fi man. I agree. Spanish Chicken says, my mum always had a pain in her bottom. It cleared up when we all left home. I like that. Yep, I think we've all know that one, Spanish. Bandit was conferring about the Spanish flu. Could be Robert. History is strongly managed and made up. History. Whose story is it? His story? Whose story is it? I don't know. I just know that I never liked school. I always found them like very annoying, and I could never understand why I was there. But you know, I understand some people love school. I found them indoctrination camps myself. And Richard Leasing Man says, Richard Laker, nephew of Isadora Laker, mega in the field. Thank you for that. Paula's in. Hello, Paula. Nice to see you. Or making a comment there. Due to emergency, I'm very late, which we'll rewatch beginning directly. Apologies, Rob. You're very welcome, Paula. Welcome aboard, and you're allowed to be late. Don't worry. And thank you for watching the replay, and thank you for everyone who's watching the replay. You know, not everyone can make it always at this time. I know other people are watching another show as well sometime. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get. We're nearly at the bottom here now. I like this one. This is a really good one. Gas and electricity prices can shock the heart better. That leads on to what I was saying last week. They're getting these machines, aren't they, to shock you? I can't remember the name of them now. Someone give me the name of them. They're putting them everywhere, aren't they? I hear eating ground organic eggshells can help to repair teeth. Rex, I've never heard that. Again, I'm not sure. I know that oil pulling is good for teeth as well. In terms of like coconut oil, I try and do that a couple of times a week. It's quite difficult swishing coconut oil around in your mouth for about 15 minutes. Time for another drink. Everyone, cheers. Cheers, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing okay out there. So where did we get to? Okay, so now we're going to move on to some herbs for digestion. I've got lots of books here. I like to collect health books, obviously, because I'm really into. Let's get rid of that comment there. There we go. And so this is from Neil's Yard. Neil's Yard is a shop that was, I think it originated in Covent Garden. So I'm just going to read some stuff about digestion. Careless eating habits, drugs, emotional upsets, and stress can all trigger a variety of symptoms. So keeping the digestive system in good working order is essential to our well-being and is the foundation of good health. If any symptoms worsen or are persistent, seek professional advice, as they may mask a more serious underlying complaint. This chart is not comprehensive, but it does contain the key herbs for digestive health. And again, we're not doctors here for legal reasons, or I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment and information purposes only. So some of the herbs that they're talking about, we have fennel, a gentle digestive stimulate suitable for delicate stomachs. Chew a few seeds or make an infusion to dispel wind, griping pains and colic. Okay. Peppermint, a versatile herb for the effective relief of a range of digestive complaints. Drink as an infusion for symptoms of indigestion, flatulence, travel sickness, colic, nausea, and vomiting. Essential oil capsules are used to treat IBS. So that's peppermint as well. Chamomile, we've all heard of chamomile tea, a gentle herb that calms digestive problems. Drink an infusion or use the tincture to relieve indigestion, gastrointestinal spasm, and nervous tummy. This herb is a favorite remedy for babies and children. Meadowsweet. I've not heard of meadowsweet before, I've got to be honest. A natural antiacid that will relieve the symptoms of a range of gastrointestinal problems associated with flatulence or hyperacidity. Drink an infusion to treat wind, peptic ulcers, reflux, mild diarrhea, and gastritis. Lemon balm, I know someone who's growing lemon balm in their garden, a wonderfully soothing and gentle herb for an overwrought digestive stomach in both adults and children. Drink an infusion to relieve colic, flatulence, stomach cramps, and any stress-related digestive symptoms. Licorice. Now, not a lot of people like licorice. I particularly like licorice, I do. Soothing in the digestive tract and mildly laxative, combined with chamomile and meadowsweet, and take as an infusion for symptoms of indigestion, acidity, and gastritis, or combined with senna to relieve constipation. Marshmallow soothes inflammation of the entire digestive tract, combined with chamomile, and drink as an infusion to relieve symptoms of acidity or discomfort or irritation of the mouth, stomach, or duodenum. And the duodenum is important in your liver, and it can, it's the duodenum. I think I think it's to your liver. Slippery elm adds a protective and healing coating to the digestive tract. Mix the herb with a little water and drink the resulting paste to relieve symptoms of acidity, reflux, gastritis, gastroenteritis, and diarrhea. Ginger, one of my favorites, acts as an antispasmodic and anti-emetic, used to relieve symptoms of flatulence, colic, nausea, irritable bowel, hiccups, I didn't know that, and vomiting. Is also anti-inflammatory and antiseptic, so it's beneficial for gastrointestinal infections. I'm actually thinking of putting ginger into myself, because again, I've seen some people that have made some salves with ginger. I've got some really good results. Myself contains about 13 ingredients, but I'm quite happy to put more in. And lastly, senna, a stimulant laxative that will relieve occasional constipation. Make an infusion to drink at bedtime that will stimulate a bowel motion the following morning. Adding a little licorice or ginger powder will help prevent any griping pain. So there you go. So that's some digestive help for everyone out there. Remember, your stomach is your second brain. Okay, so you have two brains. You have this one up here and this one down here. Okay, so it's called your gut reaction. So it's your gut reaction. Your gut is everyone's heard that expression before. Go with your gut feeling. Yeah. There's a very close link between the brain and the gut up through the spinal cord and the spinal fluid. So it really, really can affect you. I'm a big believer in that whole thing, gut reaction. So I've covered that, Hurst digestion. And we're going to have just a quick look in the chat again. So let's see what we've got here. Where are we? 21:35. Okay. Let's have a look. Ooh, we've got some great comments coming up here. Oh, so I heard this, Jimmy. First of all, we'll just start with that. Jimmy says this. I like this. Bad jokes, Bandit. Rob's jokes are better, which is not saying much. Absolutely. I love it. Jimmy also says this. Heat wave on the way, Paula. So summer hopefully won't be a total washout. Yep. Watch out again. The heat's coming again. So let's be prepared for that. Pandit Buster says this. Are there any health benefits to Soylent Green, Robert? Heard it was coming our way in the very near future. If you don't know what Soylent Green is, go and look it up. Do you know, Bandit Buster, actually Soylent Green was based in 2022. So yeah, Soylent Green is about where it will be eating a particular thing. And my brother used to go on about Soylent Green for years. But yeah, it's based in 2022. It's an old film. Look it up if you're interested. Jerry says this. Jerry says dandelion for enamel and gut liver. Thank you, Jerry. Excellent. And Jeffrey says herbal compounds like those, including clove oil and other natural things, help in gum problems, including clove, almond, peppermint, and spearmint. Thank you for that, Jeffrey. Thank you very much. Let's go down a bit more. Paula. Hello, Paula. I use fresh ginger. Great for the tummy. Absolutely, Paula. I know a few people that do. John Smith. Hello, John Smith. Fermented foods are good for gut health. John, I talked about this. I don't know if I saw you last week, or please check out the last show that I did. I talked about this. I'm a great advocate and lover of apple cider vinegar. Let's just quickly get it for you. I try and have this every day. I try and have a couple of tablespoons. And here's a nice one. You can actually get it. If I remember rightly, this was from actually Aldi or Lidl. And it's got the mother, and it's great for gut health. Anything fermented. We've just pickled some chilies, and we're just trying some pickling now. But anything that's fermented, and fermenting is like sauerkraut, what the Germans you know eat a lot of sauerkraut. I understand. I'm not a great lover of sauerkraut. I find it actually too strong. But anything fermented is meant to be great for your tummy. So there we go. So thank you for that. Don't know what this says. I don't know what this is. Dulux Dental's oil. Mine is from Amazon. That's what. Okay. So there we go. Kitty says this. Fresh ginger, very good for cold and flu, plus the stomach. Absolutely. Paula says. Paula says this. Lemon balm, so easy to grow, by the way. Windowsill. Absolutely. A lot of herbs, Paula, you can grow on the windowsill. I've got a north facing flat. I've got no windows this side. And I only get the sun at the end of the day, but you can still grow herbs. I can still grow herbs on them, and I do grow herbs on them. Miss Blue Sky, marshmallows, you say? I'm all for that healthy treat. That is a bad joke. Okay, that's a bad joke. And Nubian says, Jägermeister, 56 different herbs. I don't know what that is, whether that's a joke, Nubian, etc. So let's have a look at what else. Jerry says, I grow meadow sweet. It smells antiseptic and is where they get aspirin from. But the buffers in the plant means no side effects like from the aspirin. Thanks for that, Jerry. Another great health tip there. Excellent. Absolutely brilliant. Spanish chicken. I'm drinking about 1.5 litres of lemongrass and ginger tea every day. Love ginger. Mind you, I piss like a racehorse. Well, do you know what, Spanish? At least you're drinking it, and that's really good. Well done to you, sir. Well done. Again, it's about health freedom. I feel is about making little changes to your lifestyle just to improve your health a bit. You know, everyone can improve their health just a tiny bit. You know, start small. Don't make it like an uphill struggle. You know, just start small. Just promise to be kind to yourself, even if you start cutting out some of the more processed foods, etc. Kitty says this turmeric, good anti-inflammatory. Yes, take turmeric also with black pepper. It has a better effect. Always take turmeric with black pepper if you can. I eat loads of black pepper and I eat loads of turmeric. John Smith says about the oil pulling. Pulling for 20 minutes twice a day with organic coconut oil can help restore your teeth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ginger spices up a stir fry. Just looking at the time here, how we're getting on. Jimmy says this. I like meadow sweet as a plant. It's very striking and nice addition to the garden. Don't know much about its medicinal properties. Well, there we go. You do now, Jimmy, because we just talked about it. I like this comment, Jeffrey. I prefer ginger in beer. I love a bit of ginger beer. Anyone seen those ginger shots that you can get in Lidl's? Was it out Lidl's? I think it is. Yeah, they're carbonated, but I do love them. They're really spicy, and they're only about that big. They're about a pound, and just occasionally I like, oh, that's a ginger shot there. That's lovely, 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 lovely. Spanish public toilets bucket. Yep, that's true. Actually, Spanish. Yeah, shame they shut all the public toilets. Bucket in the van now. Yeah, nothing wrong with a bucket, mate. Nothing wrong. There we go. And Jerry has concurred with me. Turmeric, very good. Take with pepper to benefit more. Great for inflammation. And I can't even say that word. I'm going to try it. Hematomacrosis. That's not bad, was it? Paula takes black pepper. And yes, I know this, Miss Blue Sky. Turmeric is very good for those with diabetes and lowering blood sugar levels. Absolutely right. It helps. Turmeric really helps with lowering your blood sugar levels. So again, if you're struggling, also, can I just say that if you've got a bit of a sugar habit, one easy way is to try and give your diet more fats, especially your brain. And the type of fats is things like coconut oil. Try and get that. It's not easy, but try and up your fish oil. It will do you a lot of good. It has anti-inflammatory properties, but it's really, really good for you, and it's great for helping with everything. So take as much fish oil as your stomach will allow, because too much may make you your toilet, your stool's a bit runny. But I can honestly advocate that omega-3 fish oils are great for inflammation. I really can advocate that. Your gut was your firstborn, says Jeffrey Cleveland. Yeah. Let's have a look. Look at this. Jeffrey Cleveland. More neurons in your stomach than the dog has in their brain. That's a really fascinating comment. Thank you for that, Jeffrey. My partner's got a cat called Jeffrey. Yeah, it's a great name. Gut instinct is real, says Jeffrey as well. Doing turmeric tea, says Spanish as well. Paula says, Get some sunshine. It raises your brain. Feel good chemistry. 20 minutes, I think, is better than none. Absolutely, Paula. Yep. Yep. Even if you don't like the sun, you should really try and get it. I know a few people that don't like the sun and they try and stay out of the sun. But you're not doing yourself any favors by staying out of the sun. You really do need it. And if you can't stand the sun, try and get it early in the morning when it's not so hot. It's also very good for your eyes. So not looking at it literally, although there is some evidence to that as well. But I wouldn't advocate it. But your eyes do need vitamin D as well. Okay, let's have a look. Getting some near the bottom here. Feverfew for migraines, says Paula. Thank you, Paula. I like this by Rex. We should follow the practice of Falajani. He's an Indian who eats very little of anything. Intermittent fasting or fasting per se is amazing for you. If you've got a health problem, fasting is one of the fastest ways to deal with that health problem. I would honestly say that. When we are sick, the many of us want to reach for a nice Sunday roast. No, we just want to reach for the vitamin C, etc. What did I see the other day? Make time for your health, or your health will, something like that. Make time for your health, or not making time for your health will result in something else. It was really good, but I can't remember it now. Okay, if not anyone knows that comment, please post it. I think I said it maybe in last week, or I saw it. Spanish is tanned. Oh, just showing off Spanish. Bandit Buster says this. Robert, ever looked into the health teachings of Mark Almond? Apparently bull spunk is good for everything. Okay. Mark Almond was a singer, and yeah, there was a fable going on around about him. So he was the guy that sang Tainted Love, because I know a little bit about music. I'm actually one of these people that I listen to Ken Bruce, and I like to do the Ken Bruce show and Popmaster if I get to hear it. Weefy Man, aloe vera water is good for you. Aloe vera goes into myself, Weefy Man, my own aloe vera. Wigan Joker, let's have a look at this. Is Billy Bear boiled ham beneficial for health? I'm sure it is, Jimmy. I'm sure it is. I love a bit of ham, but not everyone does. Coconut water is great, but pricey. Yep. Spanish. Osiris. THC heated at a certain temperature is also anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. THC, you get THC from CBD. There is a tiny bit of THC in CBD. There's also THC in cannabis. Let's hide that. A basic start to gut health, your key to better health. Gut health, yep, yeah, there we go. Jeffrey says that. There we go. We're nearly at the bottom here now. Jerry says this, 9:44, isn't it? Be all right if I could spell it, Robert. It's the dis-ease where you can't get rid of iron from your blood, from the blood. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, Jerry. Yeah, I like this. These two comments, Miss Blue. Fats also fill you up and help you to eat if you're trying to lose weight, but you still got to work on your inner issues to keep it going. Absolutely. Kitty says this bullet coffee with coconut oil And a little butter, so good, and fills you up and stops your cravings. Yeah, helps you lose weight, burns fat. Kitty's right there, absolutely right. Most serotonin is produced in the gut, says Jerry, and yeah, that's the serotonin is linked to your brain. Wow, time's flying. Jimmy says this. I trust my own gas. It stinks fairly consistent. I think he's talking about his bottom gas there. Weefy man, it boosts growth hormones when you fast, the brain too. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Spanish is saying, great stream, Rob, or am I blowing smoke up your ass? Where's Dinny when you need him? Yeah. Dinny normally abuses me, and I do miss his abuse. It's weird. Yeah, soft stale Spanish. That's it. Yeah. Nearly at the bottom here. And Jason's jumped in. Dinny can talk sewage without Spanish. True. Someone says, isn't Mark Armand a high up in the Satanist movement? I have no idea, Bandit Buster. So there we go. Please hit the like button if you've enjoyed the show. We're nearly at the end of it. Goodness me. I've still got a few more things to say. Some quick health stories. Let's do some quick health stories. Okay, let's share my screen. Okay, so share screen. Share screen. Window or Chrome tab. Okay, so where are we? So I like this one. Okay. COVID's coming home. Experts warn Lionesses' Euro final victory could trigger infection boom just weeks after wave flattened. More than 87,000 fans packed out Wembley Stadium Saturday night. Further 15 million people roared on the Lionesses from pubs and homes. Now scientists say it was a super spreader event and could trigger a COVID boom. I like that. There we go. So that's that one story. There's also this as well. Okay, we need health warnings on ultra processed food, says Dr. Chris Van Tulken reveals how his brother has changed 1 year on from an experiment. So let's just briefly do this. A year ago, I managed to persuade my identical twin brother Xantu forswear ultra processed foods such as pizzas, ready meals, crisps, and chocolate, on which his diet had relied so heavily and unhealthy for years. Ultra processed foods are essentially industrially processed foods stuffed with sugar, fats, and strange chemical ingredients that you don't find in a normal kitchen. At one point, he hit 19 stone, which bothered me, not because I cared about how he looked, but because where am I? Hang on. Because life would be miserable without him. So I put him on a sickening binge diet that was 80% ultra processed foods for a week, whilst he talked to experts about how such products can be addictive and lead to obesity. So yeah, this is just going on, and he's got a podcast. I actually don't like this Herbert. I saw him talking to kids about other things as well, like transgender stuff and sex education, and I think it was for very young people. So yeah, but it basically goes on to say that try and avoid it, etc., etc. So that's that. I'm just skimming through these quickly now. Also, that's that story. That's the same story, so I'll put that up twice. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go along here as well. And I've got now this as well. So the surprising health benefits of owning a pet. Okay. So you'll be less stressed. Being around animals lowers cortisol levels. Cortisol is the hormone that is released by the adrenal gland when we are stressed. Whilst it serves a purpose, too much of it too often can have a detrimental effect on our health. You'll be less stressed. Spending 10 minutes in the company of an animal can reduce your stress levels. And not only does your cortisol level decrease, but a cocktail of feel-good hormones is also released. Allergies in children may improve. If you're allergic to cats or dogs, you're probably thinking this wouldn't be your case. Well, it turns out that people who have these allergies can actually improve by being exposed to pets. I love that one. I really do love that one. There we go. That's that. Common healthy eating advice that just isn't true. So here we go. Only water hydrates you properly. The water in tea, coffee, soft drinks, and juices all counts as fluid to keep you hydrated, as does the fluid provided by high water foods such as fruit and vegetables. And research shows regular coffee drinkers don't need to worry about caffeine being a diuretic either. It did not affect the hydration in a controlled study. Diuretic is to make you go toilet quicker or more often. Sugar makes kids hyperactive. Parents, we know it's hard to believe this one isn't true, but given the proof of children bouncing off the walls at parties. However, the idea of sugar causes hyperactivity was actually disproven long ago. Researchers say that the sugar high expectation is about cognitive bias. In a separate research where mothers were told their kids had been given a large dose of sugar, rated them as significantly more hyperactive, even though the kids had actually only been given a placebo. Love the whole placebo test. I think that taking a tablet every day has a placebo effect on you, whether that tablet is real or not. I think there is a placebo effect. Sugar is the main cause of type 2 diabetes. Diabetes UK says the high sugar foods contribute to excess calories, and it is this rather than sugar directly that can create the fatty pancreas that leads to people getting type 2 diabetes. However, sugary drinks seem to be linked with diabetes, unrelated to their effect on the body weight. It's a good idea to limit your sugar intake for many other health-related reasons. However, I would also say that, if you're going to have sugary drinks, I'm not into artificial sugars either. I think they're really bad for your health. Aspartame K is one of them, and asphalt K, I think. Aspartame and asphalt K, that's the one. That's that. And then there's this one about allergies as well. Number of children seeking treatment for allergies has risen sevenfold in the past 15 years. Poll of UK hospitals shows children's allergy appointments soared sevenfold. There are over 200 annual appointments compared to 30,000 15 years ago. Researchers called for rules to ensure consistent and safe service provision. That's a tragedy. Me personally, I could link that with when my kids were young, they only got a few vaccines. Now, I think by the time a kid is 7, they've had about 15 different vaccines or something like that. So I think there could be some sort of link there. But again, that's just my opinion. And again, this show is only about opinion and entertainment, and it's not advice. So please hit the like button again if you like this, if you've enjoyed today's show. Okay, I'm going to call it a day now, guys. And again, I didn't get around to a few things, but I'm going to quickly leave you with some health jokes. Okay, so here we go. Let's come down here. I think I've got. I don't know if they're here. Yeah. Okay. I like this. Bananas again. You prescribe bananas for everything. I love that. Okay, let's go here. Let's go onto here. Okay, and some more jokes for you. All right, I'm going to come back and tell you. Stop sharing. Right, I'm going to come back and I'm going to. Right, so here's some jokes for you. Are we ready? This is what we're going to go out on. Okay, blood drive. Okay, I felt super exhausted after giving blood. It's such a draining procedure. Changing lives. Doctor, what's the condition of the boy who swallowed the quarter? Nurse, no change yet. Inject a little humor. Statistically, 9 out of 10 injections are in vain. A hairy situation. Patient, my hair keeps falling out. What can you give me to keep it in? Doctor, a shoebox? And bad call. A man speaks frantically into the phone. My wife is pregnant and her contractions are only 2 minutes apart. Doctor, is this her first child? The doctor's queries. No, you idiot, the man shouts. This is her husband. Yes, some terrible, terrible jokes for you there, folks, to end tonight's show. So, what can I say? Again, thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. Thanks for the chat, for the interaction. Great second show. I've loved it. There's stuff I didn't get to cover. I can't believe I've done another 2 hours. I'm off on holiday for 2 weeks. Don't forget, join Jimmy in on his show on Friday. Give him some support, please. I'll try and be there. And again, thanks. It's been great talking to everyone and myself as well in this empty room. And lastly, don't forget, your gas is free. And cheers, Jason. Again, thank you for this amazing opportunity. And thank you to all these you lovely people in the chat joining in. Yeah, take it easy. And thank you for all your lovely wishes and compliments and enthusiasm. I really, really do appreciate it. And it's great to be able to share all of this information in my head with you all. So God bless you all. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. And catch you in the chat. Good night.